Welcome everybody to My AI Live. Today is Friday, August 23rd. My AI Live, we get together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for the My AI training. We show you different ways of using the My AI, but we also are helping you learn how to build conversations on social media, getting your questions answered, and honestly doing this in community so you get your consistency down, you feel supported, you feel like you're going to actually be able to build this business. And the truth is, you can build this business. I mean, look at what Tom did. Tom's sitting here under network marketer. Tom and Adrian have built incredible things, and it's all the things that we're teaching you right now, right? So you want to make sure that you are consistent in the things that are most important. Now, what's one of the hindrances to consistency? Not knowing what to do, right? Anybody ever wake up and you're just like, I have no idea what I want to do. Maybe I didn't sleep well. I just don't know. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to give you a new idea I came up with today because that was me this morning. Is it okay if I'm transparent? Everybody good with that? Okay. I woke up and it's been a week, right? And it's kind of like, okay, I woke up this morning. It's Friday. Had a big class last night, lots of stuff that I'm doing, right? Teaching a systems class and just a lot of stuff on my plate. I woke up this morning and I'm like, what am I going to teach on My AI today? And honestly, I thought, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to teach. And so as I was thinking about that this morning, a quote came up on, I have this browser. I don't know, my business partner, I'll figure out what it is. I don't even remember the name of it, but I have this browser that hooks up to Chrome. And it gives me quotes and it gives me a pretty picture and stuff. And it's really nice, right? And the quote said, and I'll actually show you. In fact, I'll show you the thing. Why don't I do that? That will make more sense, right? I'll show you the thing because then you'll be like, oh, this makes more sense. Okay. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destiny. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destiny. So every day, I think it's called momentum, something like that. I don't know. Guess I had a trial. I should probably subscribe. Anyways, and then it asked me what my main goal is for today. Like, what's the thing that is the most important thing, which is something that we teach is like, what's the one thing? Like, what's the one thing that I can do today that will get me closer to my, 1 week goal, my 1 month goal, my 1 year goal, my 5 year goal, my lifetime goals, right? So as I saw this, I thought, well, this is interesting. I could take this quote and I could go put it into my Nowsite and I can make a post with it. But then I thought, that's not exactly the quote I want to use. Where else can I get quotes? And so then I put into Google, because Google knows everything, right? Motivational quotes. And then I saw all these different things, all these different quotes. Okay. So then I thought, well, Brainy Quote has some cool stuff. So let's come over here and see what I can find over here. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Nice. Okay. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That one's very true, right? The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls you forth your best, who calls forth your best. Love that. Either you run the day or the day runs you. And so I saw, like, look at all these great little things. Don't wait to strike till the iron's hot, but make it hot by striking. Love that. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay. So I saw these different things, right? And let's see, which one do I want to use today? Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail again, fail better. It always seems impossible until it's done. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. So which one should we use today? We're going to all play together. Somebody unmute. Tell me which one we want to do today. Which one are we going to do today? Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence.
I like it doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. And that could be because I'm older, but I like that one right up at the top under that picture.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's do that. All right, we're going to use this one. Okay, we're going to save the image. Now, here's the neat thing about this. When you pull the image from here, I can change the background with it. I can make a different background, right? Which one do we want? Anybody have an opinion?
I like that one. I like the colors.
We like the colors of this one. Okay, we're going to do this one. We're going to save image. And now we're going to do this. Now, here's the cool thing. Now I'm going to go over here to the nail site. Now, this is what's going to be really awesome about this. I'm not going to type anything. I'm going to click caption my image. I'm going to click upload. I'm going to go get this. I'm going to go to get my little photo. I'm going to click there and I'm just going to hit generate. I'm not going to say anything. Because remember, today I woke up and I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? So I want to show you how to lean on the AI. When life gets tough, remember those wise words from Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Embrace the journey, no matter the pace. Keep going, inspiration. Okay, now here's a couple of things you could do. Maybe you like it. Maybe you like the vein it's going in, right? If you do, and you think, well, it's not quite enough, I could leave it the way it is. And if you like it the way it is, but you want to play with a little bit more without losing what you originally had, this is what you do. You click get started. You don't need to save the photo again because you already uploaded it yourself. You're going to go over to something like Facebook or somewhere and just hold the thing there, right? You're going to hold it here. Okay, now I'm just going to hold that there. Now, if I like the vein it's going in, but I don't think it tells enough, I can come over here and I can say make it longer and then just regenerate. Now I made it a little bit longer, right? When life becomes challenging and you're struggling to find your way, take a moment to reflect on the wise words of Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. This profound thought reminds us that it's okay to move at our own pace as long as we keep moving forward. Embrace every step of your journey, no matter how small or how slow it seems. Progress is progress, and persistence will lead to transformation. Let's cherish each step and keep our spirits high. Okay. I like this, but maybe I want more of my story in it. Maybe I want it to relate more to me. So if I still like the vein it's going through, I can take it here. Anybody ever watch game shows when you were a kid or younger? You know, you can leave it there, or you can see what's behind door number 3, right? And you're always like, oh, FOMO, what's behind door number 3? Okay, so we have the backup though, right? We can go, and again, I can hit get started. I can go save it over to my Facebook if I want to. I could copy it and put it on a, I could go and copy and put it on a, some other thing. That's no problem. And then I'm going to come back over here now, rewrite this and put more of my story of overcoming in it. Rewrite this and put more of my story of overcoming in it. Hit regenerate. When life became challenging for me and I was struggling to find my way, I found solace in reflecting on the wise words of Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. There were moments when moving forward felt nearly impossible, but I learned to embrace each step of my journey, regardless of how small or slow it seemed. Progress is progress. And through sheer persistence, I experienced transformation. This profound thought reminds us that it's okay to move at our own pace as long as we keep moving forward. Every milestone, no matter how minor, contributed to my story of overcoming obstacles. Let's cherish each step and keep our spirits high. What goal are you working toward? What are you striving to change in your life? How can I help you? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below. You deserve your dreams. Would love, never give up. Okay. I'm gonna throw a couple emojis in here real quick. Come on. Okay. When life became challenging for me and I was struggling to find my way, I found solace in reflecting the wise words of Confucius. Don't stop, no matter. It does not matter how slow you go, as long as you do not stop. Let's do this. One more. And okay. One more emoji and one more. Okay. Add some color to break it up. Okay. Now, love this. Going to get started, like it just the way it is. Don't need to do that. I can do it to Facebook. I can do it to Instagram. I can come over here. Now I'm going to add the photo to my post, and there we go. All right. I've got that. Now, the cool thing is all I have to do is come over here to Instagram. And now I've got all of this in Instagram too. Now notice all the emojis are there. It didn't get rid of all the emojis, right? I could hit post again and get ready to go post over on Instagram. Select. I'm going to put my photo in here. There we go. I can go and put that like that, and then I can post. So simple as that. Now, here's the thing. If there are times, there's Cindy, if there are times you do not know what you want to post, go and find a motivational quote or something to start working with for inspiration. Here's the thing we got to remember. We are responsible for keeping ourselves motivated. And I know that's a hard message, but we are. All of us go down through ups and downs. All of us have struggles. All of us go through this. But as entrepreneurs, one of the number one things that we can do for ourselves is to keep ourselves motivated. When we're not feeling motivated, go find something that motivates you. Go find something that inspires you to keep on your journey. Never, ever, ever give up on yourself, okay? You guys deserve the best. You guys deserve the best. You guys deserve the dream in your heart. Go after it. You deserve it. You're worth it. And remember, I'm always here to help you get there. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to do our 5 minutes and let's go make our posts. Free day. Make your post about whatever you want. And if you want to use the motivational idea, do that. Just put up motivational quotes. Brainy quotes is one that I use. I love just because it gives me a photo automatically. And then I don't have to go find a photo or use the AI photo and put the words on it. It'll just give me one. So that's a great one to use. We're going to put up a 5-minute timer. Let's go ahead and do that. And thank you. Thank you, Vicky. Me too. Me too. All right. And then as soon as we get back, we'll make a couple, we'll shine some spotlights on some posts here that some people have put in the chat. So that'll be great. And then and if we have questions, we'll do questions during the 5 minutes. But if you're going to showcase a post, we'll hold on until the end or till we're done with the 5 minutes. So everybody actually does the work.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
could I ask a question?
Absolutely, sweetie.
What happens to the original post that you did that you had just left it as a draft, I guess? What happens to that after you did the second one? Does it automatically erase it?
Oh, you mean in the Facebook that I put in there?
Yeah.
Or while it's in the now site?
No, when you moved it, because you had saved it into Facebook, or just to save it, and then you were going to come back, and you posted the new one. So what happens to that original one that's there? Does it still stay there as a draft?
Once this has been my experience, and somebody else may know more than I do on this. My experience is as soon as I try to click off and leave the page, if I don't post it, it will say you're going to lose blah, blah, blah. You know, are you okay with that? And then you have to press yes or no. And then if I click off, it doesn't.
Okay, I just was wondering if it just
So
stays there.
now, now, and one thing, Mike, to think about, if you, let me think how I want to put this. This is the way I want to do this. You guys kind of see the way that I work through posts and I work through posts. Sometimes I get an iteration of the post that I really like, but it's not what I want to do today. So I'll actually, sometimes I'll hold it on Facebook to see if I decide that I want to use it or not. If I decide I want to use it for another time, many times I'll copy that and I'll put it into my Google Doc that I have a running doc of posts that my AI's made that I've actually really loved, but I didn't want to use that day. And I can pull from that later on. So sometimes I'll go back during the day and then say, do I want to make this post? Do I want to put this somewhere and stuff like that? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is that helpful?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Nina?
Thanks for all the birthday wishes, everybody. It's so nice. I have a question. So I'm replying to birthday on Facebook, birthday wishes. So I have a question. I don't know if it pertains here, but when I press reply to someone's particular one, and if I say, thank you so much, Barbara, you would think that the Barbara that wrote it would come up, but all the other Barbaras pop up and not the one that initiated it. Is that accurate, or am I doing something incorrectly? So then you have to go in and actually put the @ and include their @ for their name to come up.
So when you reply to somebody and you're doing this on a post on your page,
It's on the, people sending birthdays on Facebook.
is it through Messenger or is it through?
No, on
your
the page
post?
itself.
On the page itself. Okay, so
Yeah.
give me just a second.
I mean, because I'm writing to each one on it, each individual one, and I'm just curious if there's a way to do it more
Okay.
easily.
All right, so where's the post?
Well, that's the post, but below that,
Okay,
no,
So-
not below the post. It's the part that everyone says, these people have wished you a happy birthday.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nina. Can you explain to me what you're talking about? Are you talking about a post or are you talking about something else?
It's calls it, hold on. It says 65 posts on your timeline for your birthday. 65 friends posted on your timeline, so it's on the timeline.
I can't see that, so I'm sorry.
Okay,
Show
all
that
right.
to me. I'm not gonna be able to help you with that. Sorry.
Okay.
honey.
Anyway,
right.
but in general, when you want to, if you're replying to somebody as a reply on the regular post, it comes up with their name in there that
Normally, yes.
continue, and it doesn't on the timeline. Anyway, okay.
I have
But
no
I did
idea why.
share my post here if you want to share. It's a long
Okay.
one.
Okay. All righty. We're gonna do some posts today. All right. So is it this one right here? Oh,
It's the
it would
pin.
help if I was sharing my screen.
Pinned.
This one right here. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to read
Yeah, it's fine.
all of
It's
this,
long.
but the photos are beautiful. Here's what I'm going to tell you. First of all, if you're going to do a long post, you need a lot more white space in between the sentences because nobody will read this by
It
itself.
doesn't let me.
So two things you want to do.
It doesn't let me do more.
So I can break up this paragraph right here into two paragraphs.
Okay.
I could have this one in here and this one in here. If you have
Okay.
if you have a chunk any more than 4 sentences,
Okay.
it becomes way too heavy for somebody to read.
Right.
So
Okay.
like this
I'll
one
do that.
right here, way too heavy to read. Somebody's
Okay.
going to see all of this. They don't even know what it's about in the first place, and they're just going to leave. So here's my suggestions.
Yeah.
Number 1, break up bigger sentences into smaller things. 2, use emojis or something of color to add color to break up the white space in there and the black and
Okay.
white.
Oh,
Because
that's a
it just
great idea.
becomes just becomes a just like all this black and white, and there's nothing to anchor to, and this is going to require a lot of focus. And the thing about this is most people, when you're on a news feed, let's come over to a news feed. When you're on a news feed, you need to have something that stops, which of course your photos do, but then you need to have something in here that anchors. And when you have a whole bunch of emojis and stuff like that, it makes it so much easier, right? So like, let me see if I can find a post.
That's a
Where-
great idea.
Okay,
So
so
how
see
do
that
I add, how do I
see-
add an emoji?
you're on Mac,
Yeah,
Control, Command, Spacebar. And for my Windows people, Dr. Lisa, can you give me the emoji thing for Windows people, please? So right
Windows
here,
plus the period.
what was that, honey?
The window plus the period.
Okay, beautiful. So this heart right here, you see how it already breaks up some of the white,
right.
Nina? That's what
Yes,
I'm talking about. When you put some color in the black and
Okay.
white, it's easier to start reading more.
okay,
It's easier to keep going and that. It's easier to do that thing. But when when we go back over to yours,
yeah, no, I totally agree.
that's all you need to do with that. I think it's probably going to be amazing. I love the photos in here. I love all of this, but we just got to add some color and break it
Yeah.
up a little bit more.
Okay,
And you
I'm-
know what's really cool about that? You're a hair transformation artist, like a transformational hair artist, right? You know about breaking up color in hair so it actually flows.
Yeah.
And so it's just doing the same thing in your
And
post.
I totally, absolutely. I'm confused though. What I don't understand is on Facebook, they don't have a spot where you can just grab an emoji.
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay,
not the way I want them. So I
Yeah.
always use my keyboard.
okay,
All right, let's go over
Thank
to
you.
Cindy. You're welcome, honey. All right. Cindy, first of all, I love this. Love this photo. Love this photo. Okay, epiphany moment. This morning I had a breakthrough that I felt like a breath of fresh air. Realizing I'm truly a visual learner, a lot of the feelings of inadequacy I've been carrying stem from trying to fit into a learning style that doesn't suit me. I love that. So much of the coaching and learning out there is verbal, and it made me feel like I was constantly struggling to keep up. Now that I understand this, I feel a sense of relief and ease. I can focus on what works for me instead of forcing myself into a mold that doesn't fit. Have you ever felt this way? What kind of learner are you? Let's support each other and discover our embracing true styles. Love this. Love this. And here's the thing. When I was in school, I was a very visual learner, but they didn't have a lot of visual things. So I had to come up with tools and take responsibility for my own learning because it wasn't. So what you're essentially doing in that is you're taking responsibility of your life, like what we were talking about in class last night, victim responsible. You're taking responsible and saying, okay, what do I need to do to take this information and make it like this? What do I need to do? One thing that helped me, Cindy, was transcripts. Getting the
Yeah.
transcript was a phenomenal thing for me.
Yeah, most things don't have transcripts. That's the hard thing about it. So
Okay, so the responsible thing in that, I'm gonna show you guys how to be responsible even in that because it's true. What Cindy said is true. Does everybody agree that's true? Does everybody agree that's true? Okay. Number one, most people don't ask for a transcript. Number two, a lot of videos you can download and you can put them into something called Descript that will give you a transcript. Or what's the other one that I've used? The Descript one is more video transcript where you want to edit it out, but there's another one. I'll get you the name for it because Adrian and I use that a lot, and it will take a thing and transcript that out for you.
yeah. Well, the big thing I took away from it is just being more cognitive to the different learning styles, because I know I'm not the only one that struggles with this same thing. So, and so it was just more of an awareness. It's like, why am I feeling like shit when I'm walking away from these meetings? Excuse my language.
Well, Cindy, I think teachers do their best, and I
Oh,
think we like to blame a lot of people for a lot of things in our lives. And I think as we give grace to others,
Mhm.
we give grace to ourselves as well.
Yeah.
Every single one of us can get better at what we're doing. I've been teaching for 10 years.
Mhm.
And there's always things I can improve and always things I can improve. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you one thing. I will never be perfect. And if anybody ever expects me to be perfect, I am the wrong person for them to learn from.
Yeah, well, you know, and this was just for me and, you know, trying to figure out what was going on with me. And I felt like sharing it because I know other people feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that we can do, if we're ever going to be successful in our businesses, we have to always take responsibility for our own learning, our own life, our own success, because it's very easy to blame our uplines, downlines, cross lines, this person, this and that. And truthfully, I always like to say, if I'm going to give you $1 million to do something, will you figure out a way to do it?
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly somebody says yes. If that's the case, then that's the kind of motivation we have to have in order to really build an incredible business. So thanks for your share, Cindy. All right, everybody good? All right, let's wrap up with that. I have another meeting that I have to go to.
Elizabeth, real quick, I just posted something and it went into a different language.
You posted something in Facebook and Facebook changed the language?
No, in Nowsite. Yeah, it's in a different language.
So,
I don't know what it is, but it's not English.
okay. So when you come over here, if you hit AI, you may have accidentally hit change language.
Okay,
So if
maybe
you come back over here and put it back to English,
that's probably what I did. Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. All right. Let's come back on Monday, Cheryl. You don't have to remind me. I am taking the weekend off. Let's come back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you Monday. And thank you, Vicki. I appreciate that. Have a great day, everybody. Do something nice for yourself this weekend. And remember, the way you treat people is the way people will treat you. Go out there and show some love to the world. They need it. Okay. Love you, honey. Bye, you guys.